the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. Here in this first quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw. Ryder flush to his right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On 1st and 10, Ryder. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryder completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Ryder. And it's a Titans touchdown. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. left to go, first quarter. Now Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Goodwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, Go long. Go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Henry out of the pistol. First down and much more for Henry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Detroit! Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ryder. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Damian Harris with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a first down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their own.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Lions touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Ryder. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Josh Jones there to get him down. Off play action. Ryder. It's brought in by Harris. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. On first down, it's Harris, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Josh Jones in on the stop.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on second down, Ryder. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ryder. And he's got it. Touchdown. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Throwing on first down. Jones. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Second and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Jones. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Quick completion to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They're going to try and throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jones throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Jones. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 16, Jones. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And in for the Lions touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is Gibson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
On second down now, it's Gibson. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the line.
From the gun, Ryder eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Ryder. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Ryder. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but, boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Off play action. Ryder. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Now done in the 4th. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. deep in their own territory. They look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
This is Gibson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Lions are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the 44, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On first down, Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Jones. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
To throw is Jones.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, 31 yards.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Ryder He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Titans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Herbert off of play action. Williams brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Herbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A quick throw there out to Williams. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Herbert back to the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8.
The score, Chiefs 15, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 36, Mahomes.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert throwing again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
The 16-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finding some room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
36-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chiefs.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. To throw is Mahomes. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Herbert going to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.